Well, Tina Marie, if that's the your position, then there's no reason that you need to tune into this. I mean, if we're going to be a politically one-sided live stream, then I understand. Uh, Now, apparently, you missed prior announcement where I said that I am getting away from politics altogether. And a matter of fact, starting tonight, it's going to be that way. Um, I started my announcement on Twitter stating that I'm not allowing QAnons in here. I'm not allowing the supporters of Timmy Hoffa in here. And I would prefer it if we don't discuss politics at all. Because quite frankly, I don't care who the president is. I mean, you know my choice as far as that, but I'm not going to get in here and promote it. Uh, I basically am changing the format completely after I get a few things out of the way tonight. So, um, you've already said it once. Why are you repeating the same thing over again? Uh, yeah, if you keep posting the same message over and over again, I'm going to have to ban you from the live stream because this is ridiculous. Uh, I have stated repeatedly that if people don't like the content of this channel, I really wish they wouldn't come here. You're disruptive. There's people that come here to chat. They're not coming here to listen to somebody having a temper tantrum because of the subjects of the show. So, one more post from you of this nature, and, well, thank you. Good riddance. All right, now that I've got rid of the troll, perhaps now we can get on with the live stream. We're off to a terrific start. The sabotage to my channel was tried, and that's the end of that. Hello, Fireman John, and the other people that are out there in the background. This is the Saturday night Murtathon, and basically I'm going to touch on one important subject. Even not really important, but it's a subject. Let me do something here real quick. Now, it would appear that Timmy Hoffa is formally deceased. I have tried a dozen times over the past few months to get his handler to state that he is alive and show proof of life, and she has not done that. And oops, I don't know why it did that. Let me get back over here. She has refused to do so. My only conclusion from all this is that Timmy Hoffa is deceased. His blog, or the blog that's in his name, has not had an entry since the 3rd of the month. Now, this is February 13th, so that means a full 10 days since anything has appeared on his blog. So it would appear that Timmy is deceased and is most likely deceased due to foul play. Now, while I'm waiting to see if anybody else shows up in here, we're up to 9. Got to bring up one image that I had planned on having in here. I have a picture of Percy, and I've got to I meant to get that set up, but I got a little bit behind schedule like I always do, and so I'm trying to get a picture of Percy, so I'm all set to go. Because that is going to be our primary subject, is Percy. And so got Percy in the files. I got to put them up on the screen here. Or not, I'm not going to show them yet. I'm just going to Well, it could be, you know, he probably hasn't taken a bath in a few months and he died. Um, you know, he. Oops, wrong one. Alright, that's to be expected. Yeah, but the information I have regarding um, Timmy Hoffa is that he may have gotten a little over his head, and because of the situation that Timmy has found himself in, he may have met with foul play. Um, he got way over in his head in the situation, and it may have cost him his life. So, you know, that's where we are on that. Um, I don't know for sure, but it's every indication because there has been nothing from Timmy Hoffa in months, as far back as June of last year, and maybe even to May of last year, because there could be a possibility that the dating on the video that is purported to be his last may have been pre-recorded. Midwestern, good evening. So, the only thing we can conclude at this point is that Timmy Hoffa's deceased. He got himself in way over his head. So, as far as what field wishes for him, I don't know. But according to Agent Margaritaville, it is alleged that Timmy has somehow gotten in possession of $700,000, and Midwestern Bell has said this: Mert, who do you continue to peddle the stupid theory that Tim Holmseth is dead? You've been saying that since summer, but if you read his blog, it is clearly him. He is alive. No, just because there is writing in a blog does not mean that Timmy Hoffa is alive. It means somebody is writing on his behalf in the blog. Now, I'm going to give you an example of something. Randy Erickson is somehow able to read my Twitter account, even though she is blocked from it. And Randy supposedly was coming in here as task force. Now, Tammy on her, or Randy, I should say, on her Facebook account declared that she is not task force. She has not been task force for at least the past several months, right around the time that Timmy Hoffa disappeared. Now, if somebody can come in here and say that they're someone and type like they're someone and give out information to convince people that they are someone, for instance, the task force that came in here said that they were a successful real estate broker. The task force that came in here said that they were got security clearance, that they were wealthy. The task force came in here and for some idiotic reason wanted to see the inside of my house. The task force came in here and said that I should get a job at Walmart. And the problem with this is that Randy Erickson said the task force is not her. Randy said the task force is someone else, that she has been replaced and she has not been in my chat for several months. So if that's the case, if task force has been replaced, then so has Timmy Hoffa. You cannot tell who somebody is simply by what they're writing on a blog. It just, words can be imitated. Now, the satisfactory solution to this is for Timmy Hoffa to make a proof of life. And it's a simple thing to do. You make a video, you get online live, and you have something there with your picture on it that's current, and that's the end of it. Randy will not do that. Timmy Hoffa will not do that. And so the only conclusion that anybody can reasonably make is that Timmy is dead. And based on information that I am continually getting, there is a damn good reason why he might be dead. Because he made promises he couldn't keep, he made claims that were false, he bragged about things that were not true, and he pissed somebody off. Look what happened to Chris Hallett. A woman got mad at Chris Hallett because she was told that he was going to get her children for her, that he made all kinds of promises. Now, all of a sudden, she becomes convinced that Chris Hallett not only did not live up to his promises and falsify his credentials, but he may have, in fact, actually made it to where she couldn't get her child back. So he actively prevented that. Now, all right, let's see what else you wrote here. I have compared his writings that were written after you came up with your stupid theory. I compared them to posts back from years ago. It's written in the same tone and style. That is no proof of life, because tone and style can be imitated. Now, Randy Erickson and others that support Timmy Hoffa have demonstrated they are experts at manipulating social media. It's the same thing with me. People have put up chats that I did not make, yet they proclaim that I made them. But it's an easy thing to do to imitate text. You can imitate the tone, you can imitate anything. There is software to do just that. So, written language, I don't care what the tone is, cannot prove life. In Midwestern, I don't know your credentials in forensic analysis, but I know people that are experts in this field. They have done a comparative analysis of the writings on the blog and his known works, and they told me that even though the writings are similar, you cannot prove that that is him. It's, there's enough that's missing from both comparisons to where you cannot say beyond a reasonable doubt that that is Timmy Hoffa currently writing on the blogs. And another thing is most of the material in the blogs is rehash of old things with stuff added in. Well, it's fine. I expect you to disagree because you want Timmy Hoffa to be alive. But I am of the strong opinion, based on information that I have that I'm not disclosing at the moment, that he is no longer alive. That he got into a situation that is way, way over his head, and because of that, he is no longer alive. I have put pressure on Anoka County, and other people have. There was a spotting of Timmy Hoffa in May of last year, around Memorial Day. They went to the location where he was spotted, but they decided not to arrest him because of the coronavirus. So, it's a misdemeanor warrant. He's not important to anybody. So unless somebody pressures the daylights out of that agency, they are not going to arrest him. Now, there is a $5,000 reward just to get him arrested. So if somebody can get him arrested, there's going to be an easy $5,000. They don't care if he's convicted or not. They only want him arrested. The county sheriff could arrest him. Somebody could post his bail and he gets out, and whoever turned him in is still going to get the $5,000. I don't know if the police made contact with him or not. All I know is on the police report, they went to where the people saw him, spoke to the people. They know where he's at, but they won't arrest him because of the coronavirus. That's the only reason he has not been arrested. You can FOIA the information. Now, it's either going to be the county sheriff or the city police department. It's one of the two. I did not go to the county sheriff while I was up in Minnesota. I talked to him by phone. But I believe the city police department also got involved, East Grand Forks Police Department, because the location where he was spotted is within the East Grand Forks city limits. But that's, they did not arrest him because of the virus. Anyone in the state of Minnesota in law enforcement that sees Timmy Hoffa can arrest him on the spot. It's a statewide warrant. It's not confined to a county, a city. It is the entire state of Minnesota. So the city police department could have arrested him and then turned him over to the county. For the excuse that is in the police report is that because of the virus, they did not arrest him. They considered the charges not serious, so they said, well, we're just going to sit on it. If there's conditions change to where they decide to arrest him, they will. But right now, they don't care. And quite frankly, the East Grand Forks Police Department doesn't care. Because if he gets arrested anywhere in the state of Minnesota, they have to deal with him. Neither the city or the county up there have to deal with him, and they're going to have to go get him, drag him back up to East Grand Forks, Minnesota, and try him. And they're just content that he's gone. He was a huge headache, and they don't want any part of him. So, go ahead and FOIA the information, and you can get a report. And if I find the report, because it's in another computer, I will put it up on my Twitter account, or I'll do a mobile-thon to where you can copy it down for yourself. It's easy enough to get. So knock yourself out. But, frankly, I don't care if he's dead or alive. Doesn't matter to me. But from what I understand, he's got himself in a huge amount of trouble. And, that's why I'm of the opinion he's not alive. That's, you would not believe the amount of trouble he's got himself into. It absolutely has nothing to do with the $700,000 that Margaritaville says that he made off with. But it's much more serious than that. Because like I said, he made promises he could not keep. He misrepresented himself. And he made fools out of these people. And they're not happy. And eventually it's going to come out. And when it does, people are going to understand why he's in the position he's in. Richard, the reason I say that is because they don't want to deal with him. Right now, he's not writing stories about them, accusing them of all kinds of stuff. He's not filing frivolous lawsuits. He's not going into the local sheriff's department and complaining about people knifing his tires and tearing the mirrors off his cars or any of that. They just got fed up with dealing with him. They feel if he's gone, he's out of their hair. They don't have to put up with him. They don't have to take out money in their budget to have two officers run down to wherever the hell he is and bring him back. that they're saving that money. They say he's somebody else's problem, let them deal with it. Because that's the problem. If he is picked up by a local police department outside of Minneapolis, they have to go and get him. That costs money. It's snowing and slippery in Minnesota right now. They'd risk their lives going down there to pick him up. Or else they'd have to send an airplane. That shit costs money. And then he would probably whine, piss, and moan all the way back to Minnesota about being a prisoner in Didac and all this other horse shit. Who would want that? Right now, he's out of their hair. So they're happy to be rid of him. Because the only thing that's going to happen is his ass is going to get shipped to Florida, just like Phil McConnell did. And so, there you go. It's basically Fugitive Task Force. I told you, you're not allowed in here. So, goodbye. Learn how to read. I don't understand. They would extradite him anywhere in the state. That's a court order. They have to abide by the court order whether they want to or not. But since he is not in the area and not bothering them or any of that, then why create a problem that doesn't exist? He's gone. Everybody's at peace. They don't have to look over their shoulder about some idiot filing frivolous lawsuits and doing all this crap. And Fugitive Task Force, I thought you were somebody else. So sorry I deleted your message. I'll put it back up again. Well, I don't know how to restore that, so you can repost it. I deleted you by mistake because I had told the task force that they're not allowed in here, and all I saw was task force without reading the message. But yeah, fireman, I misunderstood that, and I accidentally deleted the message. He can restore it. It basically said, Richard, he has sued the county and the city many times. They all hate him and are glad he is no longer there. He is a pain in the ass. And, the detective told me that personally. The sheriff of the county told me that personally. Everybody I've talked to in East Grand Forks has told me that. They are glad he's gone. Even the people that lived in the apartment complex I visited hate him. Nobody likes the guy, and they're glad he's gone. Well, I apologize, Fugitive. I didn't realize it was you. It's one of these nights. I got people coming in here trying to prove this idiot's alive, and there's an easy way to do it. But they won't do it. Yeah. Is Levi in here? I don't know if Court TV is going to cover that. It's an interesting trial. They should. I am going to cover it. Oh yeah, somebody sent me pictures of his apartment. It looked like a tornado hit it, and Randy even admitted it, because she did on a post to somebody that she cleaned his apartment. She fixed his car. I mean, she claimed to have spent thousands of dollars on the guy. Yeah, fireman. He allegedly got fired from a job as a janitor because he wouldn't take a bath for a week, and he kept talking about his stupid theories, and people just got fed up with it. He can't even do something as simple as be a janitor. He's got to make a mockery out of that. So, But anyway, So that's where we're at on that. You know, Randy just, she's obsessed with me to the point where she makes posts on her Facebook account, somehow gets the stuff to me because she's banned me from her Facebook, and refuses to tell whether or not this guy's alive and do a proof of life. Now, there's that picture of him or somebody with a message splattered all over his face. And the problem with that is, how is that a proof of life if you're gonna take and cover the face of the individual with, geez, they're doing that again. Yeah, I don't get it. But the problem here is that, let me see if I can do it this way. I had this working and now it's not working. Software problems again. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to do something and I'm having a software issue, so bear with me here. Now in a minute I'm going to talk about Percy, but okay, now as for whoever that person was that came in here, as of February 3rd, at 7:21 p.m., whatever time zone that was in, that is the last entry on the blog. Since February 3rd, there has been nothing on the blog. So if Timmy Hoffa was writing on the blog, he ain't doing it no more. And it's just the same nonsense. So there's really no, I contend he's dead. I don't care if people believe me or not. It's just my personal opinion, and I rest my case. Okay, this thing is giving me fits. Ah, there, that works. Funny. Well, she probably did run out of bullshit firemen. The problem is, over on the BitChute channel, they're complaining about the music and the format because 90% of what gets put up on BitChute is music, and then it's a brief. The story is whatever they're talking about is so short, and it goes back to more music again, and people are getting tired of it. So they just said to hell with them. Let's see. I bet you I didn't put that up. Yep. Oh well. I was going to do something, but I'll have to do it some other time. And that is that Craig Sawyer is on Gab. And he basically is posting about Home South over there. Now, Gab is a QAnon, Trump supporting right-wing place. And so now, and he's saying that, no, I'm not a supporter of Hillary and all this other stuff. So he's going after Timmy Hoffa over there. And, he has a lot of followers and all that. So that ought to be interesting to see what direction that goes in. But now, as of right now, we move into a different format. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I would like to introduce you all to Percy. Now, Percy is short for Perseverance. This is the Mars lander that is now, let's see, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 6 days from touchdown on Mars. It's getting very close to Mars orbit. And what's going to happen is, in 6 days, it's going to go to Mars. Rather weird way that they're doing this. They landed the other Mars explorers the same way. And so Percy is going to land on Mars, and he's going to basically drive it around, and he's going to take images, or excuse me, what he's going to do is he's going to take samples of Mars. He's actually going to go into, going to dig up Mars. He's going to run around to various places on Mars, and he's going to get samples, and then he's just going to dump them all. He's going to come back to a base of operations. He's just going to dump them all around. And what's going to happen is they're going to send another probe up there, and they're going to pick up all the samples that Percy dropped, and they're going to bring them back to Earth. And they are going to land Percy in a river, what they suspect was a river delta, and that is the best place to find signs of either past or current life on Mars. It's going to be probably microscopic and stuff like that. What I'm trying to do is I'm still fiddling with this. I did not prepare this like I should have. And so, because I'm trying to bring up something, and it's not. Well, Percy might find Timothy Hoffa, or he might find that child slave colony on Mars that one conspiracy nut talked about. And this is not working. Okay. Well, I don't know what. Yeah, that software isn't going to cooperate with me. I'm going to have to. RDS. I could find the mole kids. They'd have to be underground to the point to where they'd be, being oxygen traps. Oh, I don't want that. Having trouble? Just minors, because what I'm trying to do is there's a feature on the software I'm using that would allow me to capture the image from the blog or from whatever web page I'm at and bring it into the room, and it's not working. I did not. Let's see. I got it, and I got the wrong account. You know me and software, that doesn't get along. There we go. I got the page I wanted. Okay, let me, because there's a website, and what it is I'm going to bring it in the room so you guys, rather than present it myself, I'm going to bring it in so you guys can look at it. No, I have never contacted her. There's basically no reason to. Now, this is the website where you can go, and it tells you where Perseverance is at. It also, you can play around with the software. It's interactive. You can do all kinds of interesting stuff with it. And I'm going to work on the software a little bit more. Now, the lander, Percy is supposed to land on the 18th, which is a Thursday, and I will not be live then. I will be out of town like I usually am. I'm going out of town starting tomorrow on my daily thing. So I'm going to be, I'll be doing my mobile-thons and so forth. But I'm basically, unless something dramatic happens, I'm basically done with the Timmy Hoppa thing. Now, if they find a body someplace or what have you, then, we'll go there. But, or if he manages to get himself arrested, if he's still alive, which I doubt, then we'll, do the story there. But other than that, he's no longer relevant. And there really isn't any point giving him any attention. So they can do their conspiracy thing all they want. Yes, I am going to cover Neely's trial. Because that's only 60, 70 miles from here. It takes me about 2 hours to get up to the courthouse. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep in contact with the court in Marion County. And as I find out information, then I will pass it along. Now, because of the COVID situation and what have you, there's really nothing going to happen before April. And possibly it will be the summer before any trial begins, if that early, because we are in the early stages. Now, the Cynthia Absug case is another one that is going to be falling into the spring. Right now, she is on a GPS monitor, and she is in Colorado Springs. The last hearing they had with her, they wanted to take the bracelet off, or the monitor off, and the court said no. Fireman, I appreciate that. What I'll do is I will contact you then and see what we're going to do about that. Because it does not look like I'm going to be able to mobile live stream from Marion County. Now, if I can tap into Wi-Fi up there, then yes, I would be able to live stream. Unfortunately, the Marion County Courthouse isn't as modern as Orlando. They don't have a media room. So I would have to sit in court, and if I had the proper situation in place, I could text from inside the courtroom as the proceedings are going on. You can't live stream or record the audio, but you can text if we get clearance from the court. And so I'll be working on that. And so what I'll do is I'll keep you in mind for if we get to that time to where I could live stream over the traffic report channel. That would be one way of solving the situation. This would probably be the same thing would be happening with Phil McConnell. Phil McConnell, their next situation is this spring as well. I believe that one was in March that they're going to have a hearing there to tackle some unfinished business. And so we've got 3 trials, hearings, that are going to be taking the next step around that time. So I appreciate that invitation. I may take you up on it. We'll see how it works. Now, one thing I am going to do is I am going to be doing some test live streams from my Facebook account. And let me... Okay, I gotta open up. I gotta see if... One thing I did, I closed out browsers when I didn't mean to. And I probably am not going to get what I want. We'll see. Nope. So what I'll do is let me close this one out. Let me try a different angle here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be live streaming from my Facebook account through mobile to test that out. I've already done one stream, but I did it from my main page. And what I'm trying to do, the only bad thing about this is you have to be a subscriber to Facebook in order to see content. And it's one of the reasons I wanted to use YouTube, is so people that did not want to go through the trouble of creating an account on YouTube could view my channel that way. But because of, you know, Facebook, the way Facebook does things, this is what we have to do. And let me see. And let me copy this link. Now, if any of you have Facebook or don't mind getting on Facebook, this is my site on Facebook. And now let's see if, no, I'm not going to do that because it'll knock me off the air. But that link there takes you directly to my area on Facebook, where I intend to use it as kind of a secondary point. I'm going to start putting videos there. I'm going to start commenting there, and I'm also going to do live stream there. Now, if I have time tomorrow, I'm not sure what's going to be happening, but generally I leave for the airport about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, between 2 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'll probably leave a little earlier because I got to get gas in the car. I usually fuel up twice a week because I'm running back and forth to the airport. So what I will do is I will get on Facebook and I will do a test stream. Now, I may make a notification on Twitter that I'm going to be doing that, but I don't know if enough people there have it. The last time I did a live stream on Facebook, I think about 2 people viewed it, and it happened to be on my main Facebook channel. But there's going to be other activities that I'm going to be doing on Facebook and things of this nature, like times when there are things going on with the Perseverance mission and the other missions out there. I will be doing live streams about that, and that will include launches from live from the Kennedy Space Center. One thing I'm going to do is when I am going to go out to the Kennedy Space Center in the next few weeks, and I'm going to walk through the Space Center live. I tried to do this last time, and there was horrific problems that I never quite could figure out. But from my room over on Facebook, I am going to live stream while mobile. This is one of the things that I wanted to do on YouTube. Is I want to go to the Kennedy Space Center, and I want to do a live stream from Kennedy Space Center itself, live stream a launch, and so forth. I did do this before with a crew mission, and there were so many people using the area where I was that the coverage was terrible. I had a hell of a time getting connected, and so I would prefer to go over there on the base property because they have better Wi-Fi over there, and either hook into their Wi-Fi or just live stream from the phone any launches, and basically taking people on a tour of the complex. Show them the space shuttle exhibit. They have a full-size space shuttle, and AstroX is some woman from Virginia that She used to be a friend of Timmy Hoffa, and I don't know where that is now, but um, she's just, she's just a fan of Timmy's. That's about the best way to put it. Um, and she has a Twitter account where she doesn't do anything with it. It's a locked account, and so on and so forth. Um, I've known her from back in the um, Haley Cummings case, and I think even as far back as Casey Anthony. Oh, well, she does that. Um, Astro is very paranoid. Um, she she thinks everybody's out to get her, and I don't understand her. I don't I try to forget about her, and her name pops up all the time. She came in here, or somebody using her username came in here and raised all kind of hell here a while back, and I just said, we don't even, we don't care about you, Astro. Go do something else. Um, you know, Timmy Hoffa has a blog. Timmy Hoffa has a BitChute channel, or at least whoever's handling them has it. So go over and pester them. I mean, it's like I said, I am trying to steer towards science and technology. I don't even care about these people anymore. Uh, well, Angelic, I don't discuss that stuff anymore. I don't care about that stuff. If she wants to discuss that stuff, she can go and get her own YouTube channel. That stuff is off limits here. Uh, I'm tired of the soap opera. I'm tired of the crap because I'm done with all this stuff. Well, that's Astro. But again, I'm not. I don't care about Astro. I don't care about Timmy anymore. I don't care about Randy anymore. They're useless. They're a waste of time. And that's just it. I've had it with them. You can't reason with these people. They're fixated on what they believe in, and you're not going to change them. They're not going to tell the truth, so it's pointless. Eventually, they're going to be made accountable for their actions, and that'll be that. In the meantime, I'm going to discuss other things, like Percy here. It's I like science, I like technology, I like other stuff. And I just, I've gotten way, 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 way off topic getting involved in the personal matters of people on the internet. It's a waste of time. Yeah, Astro was the name of the dog. And I don't know where that woman came up with that name. There's been a thing going on over that username for years, and I just, it's just one of those weird things that come up, and it's relatively unimportant. So I just, so these people want to talk about other things, and they're going to have to go someplace else because I am going to move away from it here. Um, I'm going to start. If people continue to bring these subjects up, um, I'm going to have to start scrubbing the post. And Levi, we all know the truth. I mean, but the thing of it is this has gone on long enough. Um, you know, these people actually want the negative attention. They don't care. They need attention because they are becoming marginalized. And I just enough is enough. Ugh, God, my eyes itch. So that gag order pretty well got violated. You know, Randy's violating the gag order. She's lucky that she hasn't been charged, but you know, that's not my deal. You know, that's Kim can handle that any way she feels like it. It's not my concern. You know, the only reason, I got dragged into this mess. I don't even care. This has been going on for over a decade, and it's all it's done is, create unnecessary headaches for people. So. Well, a lot of people hate her. I don't really care about her at all. I think she has serious mental health issues. The woman needs to seek professional help. But, actually, she's probably going to need more than mental help by the time dust settles on a few things. Oh, she talked. She hates it if you're of a certain political persuasion or you know certain people, you're labeled as a pedophile. You're labeled as being involved in satanic rituals. You get accused of eating babies and all kinds of disgusting stuff. I mean, this stuff got old a long time ago. These people are just, they're seriously mentally ill. Um, they're recluses. She lives in a house that's deep in the woods. You can't even get near the place. Nobody visits there. Um, the neighbors don't like her. Nobody likes the woman. So, they just keep their distance, and that's it. And the only way she can get attention is to get on the internet and make a complete ass out of herself. So, no, Picasso is not under a gag order. She's the one that put out the gag order, and everybody's violating it. So this is another one of these false rumors that gets put around. Kim is down in Fort Lauderdale trying to do a job and raise a family and just enjoy life. All she wants is to be left alone. But these people won't leave her alone. They're obsessed. They're sick. I don't know why Intel 17 said gag order. There is no gag order. So, it's just that we keep getting drifted back on this subject, people. And I'm trying to tell you, I really don't want to go back down this road. I'm not interested in it anymore. It's just not worth discussing. This same stuff's been put. It was done by a judge. The judge issued the order. That is what Tim violated 4 times, and what Phil McConnell got in trouble for. There is case law. It's public information down in Fort Lauderdale. You can go and do a search and read it for yourself. But again, folks, I really would like to get off this subject because it's done. Nothing is going to change. Timmy Hoffa is either dead or a fugitive from justice. He's not going to get arrested anytime soon. Well, it's the same. Well, fine. If you want to be specific on terms, because Tim Holmseth used that specific term. He is not allowed, under the order that was issued, to mention her name, to talk about her, to have third-party people talk about her. He can't. The book was removed by court order from Amazon. He's not allowed to publish it. So that's it. And it's also the same conditions that was set for Field McConnell. Now, see, the thing I don't understand is why people can't leave this woman alone. She's not guilty of anything. You know, you got all these armchair detectives running around accusing people of stuff that they're not guilty of. It was filed, it was filed in Broward County, Fort Lauderdale, Broward County. So you can go to the clerk of the court, and it'll be there. And Timmy Hoffa has a copy of it on his blog, so you can go over to Timmy Hoffa's blog and read it. All the stuff is online in violation of the order. You know, these people are lying about this book that was supposedly sent to Lynn Wood, and there's a tracking number. Anybody wants to track it, and I guarantee you that if that thing is found, they're not going to let anybody know about it. Angelic, there was a period of time when Field McConnell had Tim in the house. This was around the time he got arrested. It is reported that Timmy Hoffa was in the house up until Christmas time. He was a regular visitor to Field, but you don't have to live with Field to embezzle funds. Now, an accusation has been made by Agent Margaritaville that Timmy Hoffa and a woman by the name of Kathy may have embezzled at least $700,000 from the organization that was run at the time, which was this Children's Crusade. And there has been no denial. Well, firemen, apparently what has been alleged is that a laptop was purchased for him to use while he was in Plum City, and that he was supposed to give it back, and he didn't. And Pendergrass argued that the laptop was given to him to keep as part of payment for his services. And there has been no further information on what the status is of this laptop. There were also claims that a car was purchased for Pendergrass, but it was only supposed to be for him to use, and he's not supposed to keep it. And I don't know. Yeah, it was Kathy McKell, I guess is how you pronounce that, but Agent Margaritaville accused her of embezzlement of the same funds as well. Angelic, as far as whether or not Field and Timmy Hoffa are still friends, I don't know. But it's my understanding that information has been sent to Field through his attorney proving that it was Timmy Hoffa that is responsible for him being in jail. So he claimed what was common law. You know, Kirk he knows nothing about the law. He is a moron when it comes to the law. He's supposed to be a mechanic. He should stick to fixing cars. Ugh, God, now I got the hiccups. Silence must be heard. Well, I'll retweet it. I don't know. Must be a song she's put up. But, you know, as far as what those yo-yos have been doing up there, you know, it's no longer important. Because you know, it's like it's on a holding pattern. Nobody's getting arrested yet. They got one man that's under house arrest. We got another one whose status we don't know. We've got accusations of embezzlement flying all over the place. And it's the same record being played over and over again. This has been going on for 3 years with the Three Stooges and for a decade with Timmy Hoffa. Well, firemen, whether or not uh, Field blames Tim for not being with Denise, depends on how Field, whether Field believes it or not. See, this is the thing. I don't know. Oh, somebody posted a song over on Twitter. Uh, Silence Must Be Heard is the name of the song. I can't play it because of copyright restrictions with YouTube. Um, it's... Oh, Enigma. Oh, I'll have to listen to that. I'm a big fan of Enigma. Um, but it's Silence Must Be Heard by Enigma. You could probably find it on YouTube. Somebody posted it over on, posted a link to it over on YouTube, or on Twitter, excuse me. Um, but yeah, I like all music Enigma. It's one of my favorite instrumental bands. Interesting group. Check them out. Uh, but as far as whether or not Field is going to blame Tim for his troubles, I don't know. Uh, Field went off the deep end with his evil actions towards Kim Bacasio, and this is the reason for all this stuff going on. And whether or not Field has changed his mind is anybody's guess. Right now, he's not supposed to be communicating with anyone on the outside. He's restricted to communicating with his immediate family and in matters concerning the estate of his deceased wife. Other than that, he's not supposed to be talking to anyone. So, again, it's a subject I really don't care about. Because until Field goes on trial here in Florida, if that day ever comes, there's really no point in talking about him. That's, we're basically done with that. I'm going to be spending from here on out discussing the Mars probes, Perseverance, things that are going on in the science community. We have 3 probes in orbit right now, or close to orbit. We've got one from the United Arab Emirates. We've got the one from China. And pretty soon we're going to have the one from the United States. So we're going to have, it's going to be a Martian traffic jam up there with all these things swirling around up there. And what's interesting about, yep, that's Percy. That's what most of us call Perseverance. We call it Percy. Kind of like how you like to name things. So we got Never Fear, Percy is here. Yeah, the people in the soap opera business will be happy. They'll be able to hear their soap operas now. No. Space videos. I wish I'm going to have to work on getting this thing working. Let's see. Let me do something here. Because I want to try and get... I'll keep it. I don't want to go there. uh, 17 Intel, I guess as best I can figure is that Emperor, Truth Researcher, Tyler the Fox, October Reigns all support Kim. And that's the connection. They've come to her defense and so forth. So that's the connection. All right, Angelic. I can't please everybody, I guess. I've lost 50 subscribers because I kept talking about these criminals. So I guess you'll have to go some. Tyler the Fox covers that quite well, so you can go over to him. But I'm done with it because it's just, to me, science isn't boring. I'm hoping that people that are interested in science will start coming here. Yeah, yeah, they have really bad dust storms on Mars. Matter of fact, they're going to start having regular weather reports from Mars in light of all these probes that are going to be there. Hi, Kingfish. Welcome to the chat. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Okay, right now, on the Elysium Plantita, where the Mars Insight is, it's considered winter. Temperature is not available because there's no temperature probes there yet. The barometer is at 7.2 HPA and rising, and no wind. So that's the weather from Mars. Apparently, they must be having problems with the weather sensor. Because there's a temperature sensor that's supposed to be on Mars. And so they're going to have to work on that. Midwestern, it's probably going to be several months. What you should do is like, subscribe. That way you can check and see what the subject matter is. And if it's not the subject you want to hear, then you can just bow out. But right now, Neely's trial is not going to be at the earliest April before there's even a hearing. And if any information comes up, it'll either be here or on my Twitter account. But I will be letting people know when that starts up. Right now, as far as Neely Blanchard, there's nothing to talk about. Because everything is, I can't talk about the same thing over and over again when it comes to that case. There's absolutely nothing is happening. It's stalled. So I'm just trying, this channel's original intent was to be science and technology. So I'm trying to get back over there. Because I've lost 50 to 60 people that are not interested in Neely Blanchard or any of these other things. And these are people I've known for decades that we used to have scientific roundtables, and this soap opera that I've got involved with has destroyed a lot of that. But Miss Western, I do appreciate you coming in. You have a good night, good rest of your weekend, and hopefully, eventually, we'll get back on track as soon as we get rid of this soap opera crap. All right, well, let me try this again. Anyway, getting back to science. Phew. Okay, now, the one thing that I want to do, bring up about this is that they are going to have live coverage of the landing, from what I understand. Now, there is going to be what they call the 7 minutes of terror when this thing is landing. It'll be blacked out because it takes 7 minutes for a signal to reach Earth from Mars. And so we're not going to know it's successful for 7 minutes. And then we're going to find out if the thing landed or it went splat or it went poof. Any number of things that happen. So there's that to look forward to. Punisher? Yes, it is. That's, what can I say? People don't like this channel. So if it drops, it drops. I have asked people to let me know what they want to talk about, and there's been no interactivity. One of the reasons that my subscribership has dropped is because the Timmy Hoffa group is actively trying to get this channel off the air. They threaten people. They go and dox people that they know are on here. And they say that they are going to disclose everybody's information. And because of that, people saying, well, hell, I don't need that problem. So they go away. That's just the way it is. If a channel doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I've got, I can go play Flight Simulator 2020, or I got things I can do. I mean, the internet's not the end of the world. Well, I'll tell you what, Punisher. If you don't like the channel, go away. I don't, this is a funny thing. I don't understand why people come here that don't like the channel. That's this task force did it. Now we got the Punisher doing it. And this is, you sabotage the channel. People don't like the infighting and they leave. And you're the reason for it. If you don't like my content, go elsewhere. There's other people that talk about patriots. You can go over on Gab. I mean, Gab is full of these so-called patriots. Go over there. Yeah, Alexandra, they're at it again. I'm not even talking about these people. And they're in here. So, what are you going to do? I guess there's not enough people in their plan to talk to. So they're, this is going to keep up for I don't know how long. Well, Richard, you're going, if you like the space program down here and talking about space mission, this is the place to be. Because this is what I'm going to be talking about from here on out, primarily. I have a very strong science background. It's a passion of mine. I'm also into technology. I'm into telecommunications. I'm into all sorts of guy things, I guess you could say. And that's where we're going. And talking about QAnon, the so-called patriots, who likes Biden, who likes Trump, who hates Biden, who hates Trump. I mean, there are other places for that. It's not here. So, you know, if all people are interested in is QAnon and politics and conspiracy theories and so on and so forth, go elsewhere. Nancy Grace used to be a prosecutor. Um, she knows a lot about forensics. I mean, she did her own TV show, and she had expert consultants. But as far as specific knowledge of forensics, I don't know. But she is a former prosecutor, so they're jacks of all trades. So I don't know what you want to ask about her. This is not a closed forum by any means. I mean, there are other subjects I'll discuss. It's just that I just don't want to talk about the weirdos anymore. They're not worth the time of day. You know, this is what happens. I try to start a topic in here, and all of a sudden it gets thrown off, which is one reason why I'm going over to doing mobile-thons and not live streaming once a week, because I can control what happens. Well, B58 Billy or whatever the hell your name is, you can rest easy. I don't care about QAnon anymore. I don't care about politics anymore. QAnon can do whatever they want because the subject is closed. February 18th at around 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when it's landing. Well, if that's the reason you're here, B, you just admitted why you're here, you just got yourself kicked off the channel. So, you know, that took care of that real quick. You know, I have a very low tolerance level for trolls, and I am cracking down. You know, so go over to Gab, go over to Parlor, you know, do your thing over there. You know, why you gotta burr up your ass over a channel with 16 people on it is beyond me. You know, that's how desperate these people are for attention. Jeez. Yeah, I really don't understand it. There are billions of people out there with YouTube channels, and I'm sure that there's somebody out there that is just deeply in love and worships the Q movement. So go find them. Jesus. Art Bell is an interesting character. He used to have a radio show called Coast to Coast America, and he did a lot of science fiction stuff, you know, aliens and stuff like that. And I used to, when I was a truck driver, I used to listen to that show. You know, funny as hell. Um, but they had you know, Art Bell had a interesting way of talking about things. You know, he was entertaining. Uh, I think Coast to Coast America has a new commentator now. I haven't listened to that show in years. Um, but you know, Fireman, that's who he was. He was on AM radio primarily, and he did the Coast to Coast of America, and he did it on he did it on one of the high-powered stations where you could hear him all over the eastern United States. You know, I think it was out of Chicago. So, but he was interesting to listen to. I don't drive truck anymore, so I don't listen to it. So there's no need to listen to his show. Plus, I was, as communications. Oh, okay. Well, when you get my age, you just kind of don't get things, It just kind of blows shoo over the head. But yeah, funny show. And I used to listen to Mystery Theater. Art Harris, I haven't heard him anywhere. I don't know if he's retired or what his status is. But he was involved heavily in the Casey Anthony case. I don't know if he got so much involved in the Haley Cummings case. I think he got into a bit of trouble with CNN over something, or Court TV over something. I don't remember. Yeah, what's the deal with the Punisher? I guess he just likes to disrupt things. Yeah, but yeah, I'm only doing my live streams 1 day a week. I will be doing primarily. Yeah, he did. Um, I'll be doing primarily mobiletons, because this keeps the trolls at bay, so to speak. Oh, camel toes. That's one I haven't heard lately. And I'm not gonna get myself in trouble with that one. Well, you just got yourself banned from the room. Yeah, you people just. I don't know why people show up where they're not invited. Why is this not. What'd you do? Leave? Huh. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they just. Yeah, Marsh. Yeah. Yeah, this is the thing. These people keep coming in here. I mean, I guess ever since Timmy Hoppa got kicked off of Facebook and YouTube, they got no place to go. Fern, the only thing new with Field right now is he is under house arrest in Plum City. He's back at his house, awaiting the next step in the hearing, which nothing is going to happen until March, April, May at the earliest, because they're waiting to see what's going to happen with the corona situation. Um, so, yeah, Levi's been on Nancy's show, and if he's in here, he can talk about that. He's known Nancy Grace for years. Um, well, all right, I'll go ahead and take care of that problem. Yeah, yeah, it's funny. These people just they keep showing up. Sad, really. I mean, they must not be doing well that they have to keep coming back in here. So, whew. But this is the Mars helicopter. It's just probably the most expensive drone ever made, and this is going to be an interesting innovation. Uh, so, yeah, yeah, you might as well think of it as that. Although it's going to be extremely short and brief flights, because it'll go out, spend a little time, and then it'll go back. So, and they are supposed to live stream when that thing flies, so it should be interesting. This is a very sophisticated and complicated mission, so if they're able to pull this off, it's going to be something. Yeah, it's going to land Thursday afternoon, and they're going to live stream it. Unfortunately, I will not be in a position to do any streaming at all. I am going to be in transit all of Thursday, like I usually am. So. Yeah, that's one of these problems that has to be worked out. Now, they may induce artificial gravity through centrifugal force or something. Now, Mars is fairly close to Earth. I mean, you're going to be a little bit lighter when you go there, but it's still, you have gravity. So, it's going to be, they're going to have to, they're going to have to do a lot of research as far as the long-term effects of people at Mars. So that's, it's just one of these things. But, I'm a big supporter of space exploration. So there's just, hopefully they'll overcome these obstacles. Getting into trading crypto. That ought to be interesting. It's kind of like people when they first started trading bitcoins. It's like anything else. You really got to watch what you're doing. So, good luck with it. It's kind of hard to manipulate crypto. I mean, it's just like anybody. People invest in foreign currencies for the same reason people are investing in crypto. So we'll just see what happens. Okay, Punisher, time for you to go. Well, I can't block them. I'm putting them in a timeout, and they come in the minute the timeout is up. So I'm just going to have to keep putting them out. Any of these people that show up, they're going to be put right back out again. People are weird. But that's... Who is Ashley Cooper? Oh. Here we go again. It's kind of like a game of whack-a-mole here tonight. And see how quickly I can get them out when they come in. Hi, Nan. Welcome to the live stream. Kind of an interesting night. Oh boy, snow. Yeah, get either a snow blower or a um, snow shovel, and good luck. Nan, I has switched back to discussing science and technology. We have the Perseverance that is going to be landing on Thursday, and so I'm going to be discussing it more often uh, through that and also the other missions that are going up to Mars. We have the Chinese probe that is in orbit, as well as the um, Hope orbiter from the United Arab Emirates. So it's kind of a traffic jam going on up there right now. And so this is the first day that I'm talking about Percy. I had intended on talking about Percy from the beginning, but I got sidetracked with all the soap opera that's been going on. Let's see what this is. Nope. Oh, I know why it made a boo-boo, guys. Bear with me here. Image. There we go. There we go. Whoops. What happened? Technical difficulties. There we go. Oh, well, thanks for catching up, Nan. You know, I churn the things out on a daily basis, so, you know. Well, Fern, you're gonna have a long wait because the interplanetary missions are going to be um, a ways out yet. Um, I don't know when the next Jupiter mission is. The chat does not show up on TV. You have to watch them on a computer. Okay, I'm trying to see. Okay, I guess right now the Juno mission is going to be extended through 2025. Um, and I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check on it. And there's also Dragonfly. That's supposed to go to Titan. And that's going to launch in 2026. And it'll arrive in Titan on 2034. So you're going to have a little bit of a wait as far as getting to the outer moons. So right now, your best, for current space stuff, it's going to be Mars and the moon. Because 2034, I might not be around. I'll be taking a dirt nap someplace by then, more than likely. Oh, jeez. Why does this person keep coming back? What an idiot. I mean, I must make her wet or something that she keeps coming back in here. Yeah. Good old game of whack-a-mole. Just whack them right out of here. Gee whiz, you'd think these people would go where they're wanted. Would somebody start Randy a YouTube channel so she'd have a place to go? I mean, gee whiz. Or whoever that is. Yeah. People are weird. Well, And 17 Intel, that goes for you too. Why don't you go start your own channel? For God's sake. God. People are really stupid. If anybody knows how to ban these people, let me know. I can't figure out how to do it. The best I can do is put them in timeout. This is the Hope Mars mission by the United Arab Emirates. This just went into orbit this week. And it's a reconnaissance order they're going to be doing. I'm not sure if this one's going to have a lander or not. I got to read up on the mission. Excuse me. But there's a Chinese lander in orbit, and they're supposed to land on Mars this June. Good night, Alex. Thanks for stopping in. Streaming media in Baker's Bowls Boys ain't right. Okay. Well, I'll tell you, these trolls are keeping me on my toes tonight because they just keep popping in here and I have to keep popping them back out. Yeah, Alex, let us know about the podcast. That'll give me something to listen to. Be very interested in that. Yeah, I watch a lot of police chases now, and I think I subscribe to Smoke and Scan. I'll have to check. Uh, so I have tuned into him because he's probably the best that I've seen so far doing the police stations, other than the stations themselves. Um, Yeah, I probably could do that. But the problem is I was doing that, Fugitive, but people were leaving the channel in drones. I'm down to like 969 right now. Not that it, the only reason I wanted it over 1,000 was for the mobile streaming, and with these court cases going off into June and July, there's really no need for it. And if push comes to shove, I can always live stream off of Facebook, and there's other options that I am looking into. None. I would have to check in and see how I could do that without getting in trouble with copyright. Because, you tapping into these, right now, these things are they're media outlets that do these chases, and you get into hot water when you do copyrights of them, and I don't want to risk copyright issues with the channel. Well, I can, yeah, I have, geez, do I have scanners? Are you kidding me? Because now there are scanner programs I can get to where I can listen to the thing. Oh, wow, I'll have to check that one out. The guy stole away on the truck. Now, the funniest thing I ever saw in a police chase was this guy was in the back of a cop car, and he was trying to he got out of his handcuffs and stuff and undid his seatbelt. And right about that time, the cop car got into a collision, and he's flying all over the inside of the car. Well, what I'll do, Nan, is I'll check it out, because I want to be on sound footing before I stream any feed from a TV network. Punisher, why do you keep coming back in here? Jesus Christ. Man, Punisher, you need to go to a psychiatrist. Lord have mercy. Da 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 da. And welcome to the Mert Witness 1 game of whack-a-mole, as I go after the mentally deficient trolls that keep coming in here. Oh, the scanner feed I can do. The TV feeds I can't do. I would have to, the only problem is YouTube is a visual medium, but, there are, yes, you can do the audio from the police helicopters and so on. Yeah, I will. Nan, I'll give him a message and see if he can give me an advice how to do that. Everybody's doing it, so there's got to be a legal loophole. But yeah, I do look at Smoke and Scan all the time. As a matter of fact, I'm subscribed to the channel. So, matter of fact, let me see what he's doing right now. Yeah, because he's got quite a thing, because he does not only California, but he does all over the country. He did one from down in Miami one time. So, he's slick. Yeah, and he kind of adds atmosphere to his commentary. Smoke and Scan live YouTube. Jesus, 54,000 subscribers. Longest police chase in history was a week ago. 6 hours. That's a long police chase. Yeah, he's got a lot of interesting, because streamed a week ago. Yeah, it's been, well, actually, he did one 17 hours ago from LA. Whew. Downtown, oh boy, what a... Where the heck is that, man? That place is lit up like a Christmas tree. You would think that was, live police chase going on now. Show more. Powered by Restream. Huh. Interesting. I have to look into Restream. Think you have to pay for that though. Yeah, I can't remember. I think one time I was just looking through YouTube and popped in, came across this channel. Because I think he's got a thing on. Wow. Yeah, he does get money during these chases. I mean, it's a way to make money, you know. But that's not at the top of my list. I just, like to try and find something interesting to put on here. Interesting. Yeah, that's another reason you need the 1,000 subscribers, is because until you get the 1,000 subscribers, you can't do super chats. The only thing you could do is my PayPal. So, Chase the Cat. I used to have Justice the Cat, and then there was Bubba the Cat until he passed away. So, yeah, he deserves it. He puts a lot of work into that channel. What is that? Oh, he's smoking. He's got, putting up a bong on there. Because I've got his latest stream that's 22 hours ago. Stinky, a.k.a. Chase. Slick. Yeah. Yeah, he used to have he had a image up as basically a barn full of pot plants. You guys are lucky in California. Here we go again. Boy, Punisher, you just got a hard on for this channel tonight. Test, 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 test. Well, maybe not. Ooh. No, I do not smoke pot. I support legalizing it, but I don't smoke it. It's just not my thing. But we got a lawyer down here in Florida, John Morgan, that's trying to get it legalized for recreational use. So someday maybe they'll do that. But right now he's got, well, it doesn't tell. It's a replay apparently. Sorry about that, Nan. I was trying to get the Punisher taken out. You'll come back. I just... Yeah, that's just... Nan can come back after timeout. I hit the wrong user. Sorry about that, Nan. Jesus Christ. But you see, this is what the trolls do. They come in here to disrupt the channel because they have no life. Unfortunately, yeah, Nan has a hell of a temper. She's going to whack me one. see if that works. Yeah, it's only 5 minutes long because there's $2, $2. Because these people keep coming back. They won't take the hint and leave. And what's funny about Randy is she has me blocked on her Facebook account. Yet she comes into my Twitter and reads it. Yeah, how weird is that? She can talk behind my back, and the only reason I'm able to get anything is because other people send me screenshots of her account. And she can't make the same excuse because I know damn well she's reading me live. Because I've caught her at it. I don't know how to block them. I've tried to do it, and the only thing I can do is put them in timeout. You can't report them to YouTube because they keep changing their name. So, but you remember, I had the same problem when I was over on Bell Talk. These people had, there was the famous I know how to get around the block thing. These people will not mind their own business. They have to keep coming in here and, troll the channel, and then they lie and say that they don't care about my channel. This is what, let's see. You are now in possession of a wrench. Enjoy it. Well, I'll tell you what, Nan, I'll give you a wrench, because you were the only good moderator I had. So now you're a moderator. I've got Fireman a moderator. So I had another moderator, but he quit because he didn't like my politics. So that's too bad. Yeah, not has one. It takes a minute to get there. But there you go. Non is now another administrator. She got her old job back. So. Yeah, because it helps to have wrenches, because this way I'm not having to constantly be interrupted by these people. We can just get them the hell out of the room. And, if we do this often enough, maybe it'll clean up this garbage. Yeah, but I have heard that because of her coming in here, apparently she's not posting on her Facebook, from what I've been told. Because I have people that regularly check her Facebook, and there's nothing so far. Well, you were good, Nan. The other three just kind of deliberately ruined the channel, but that's in the past. And I'm trying not to repeat my same mistakes back then. But if I have enough of the wrenches on my regulars, then I can pay more attention to what I'm doing, and I don't have to sit here and constantly monitor the screen. Because these, that's one good thing I'll say about mining. He's got people that are right on top of the people over there. Well, that's true. I've heard that, getting back to talking about these people again, that she just is extremely lonely. Her family's cut her off. I don't think her husband lives with her anymore. So she's an outcast. And so, she has to, basically take out her troubles on other people. She's jealous that people have a better life than she does. She claims to have all this money and wealth and stuff, and yet she has to come in here. So it's strange. I guess you have to pity people like that. I don't, but Okay, here we go. 17 Intel. I have no idea who Ashley Cooper is. Yeah, not a. Yeah, if anything, yeah, I'm personally curious. Well, let me do this, just for the hell of it. Yeah, everybody's got their burr up there. That's the third time. Let's see. ASHLEICOPER. Ashley Cooper is a tennis player. Who the hell? Oh. Ashley John Cooper, 15 September 1936 to May 2020, was an Australian tennis player who played between 1953 and 1968. Well, that's who Ashley Cooper is. I don't know what the hell people want to talk about dead tennis players. Oh, I interviewed her? Okay, well, my memory sucks. It works almost the same way. All you do is it just gives you the power to mute and ban or mute and stuff. Who, me or none? None is from Los Angeles. She has a Facebook account. None, you can go ahead and let them know. Oh, okay. Well, why is she asking questions about somebody she already knows the answer? I mean, this is what trolls do. But, this works pretty much the same way Pal Talk did. I can't remember the exact commands for Pal Talk, but it's pretty close to the same way. And the reason I do not use Pal Talk is because they charge money for people to be on there, and don't. I don't want to have a service where people have to pay for it. That's just. I believe in free stuff. If people want to donate, they can donate. About the only way people can donate to me right now is use my PayPal account. So, but nobody's doing that either. Patreon, for some reason, I'm having problems with that one. The the Punisher has damn good reason to be scared, because they've pissed off the wrong people, and I don't mean Craig. They've really upset some people, and that's probably why Timmy Hoffa is no longer breathing air. It's like going fishing. We're fishing for trolls. Adds a little bit of an interesting flair to things. Okay, you doing that on Facebook? I'll have to see. See if I can get on Facebook. Yeah. Come on. Okay, I got my Facebook up. I ain't got anything yet. Nah, so which are you PMing me on? Ooh, what a pileup. Hillsborough. Oh, I'm over. Black Sheep Media. What in the world is this? This is more of this. Gaza War on Children. I have no idea what this stuff is. Jay Chambers. Madagascar. Hello there. Oh, welcome. All right, here we go. We got. Okay, let me finally get you. Alright, what was that all about? I missed the offending message. I can't knock him for trying, fireman. Do I think Elon Musk will replace... Oh. Yeah, you know. That's funny. You get the trolls, you know, on the over on the space subject forums. You get them all the time. Yeah, I get, you know, that's all these people have. You know, they do. You know, that's strange, really. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was kind of curious as to what he has against Elon Musk. But, you know, probably politics again. You know, these people just they have to interject their politics into everything. It's really sad. Yeah, you would think, being a Saturday night, they'd be out on dates or stuff. Okay, let me, hopefully this won't knock me off. No, it won't. Okay, there we are. That knocked me out of chat. What I'll have to do is, if you're over on on one of the other social media accounts I'm at, either Twitter or Facebook, send me that link. Yeah. All right, that's fine. That'll be good. Because that just makes it easier. I had his channel up on another browser, but oh, Skippy, he's running around big time. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't. I'm surprised these people don't go over on Timmy Hoffa's blog and write on it or something, because there's been nothing on there. There's been nothing on there for 10 days. I guess Randy's got too much work over on BitChute Facebook that she doesn't have time to maintain the blog anymore. Probably doesn't stay sober enough to do anything. Enigma, 8 hours of the best. Yeah, Enigma's good stuff. All right, thanks, Fireman. I'll see which episode it is, because I subscribe to his channel. So, see what we got here. Fourth police chase now, a possible kidnapping. All right. $25 minutes. Yeah, I'm playing it now. It's 25 minutes long. Yeah, off the ramp he goes. Slick. Yeah, he gets wound up a lot. Something else. But that's the thing, you add. Oh. Yeah, I get the biggest kick out of these people, and they ain't gonna run the helicopter. And yeah, some of these things are so goddamn funny. What's he doing? Hiding under the bridge? Oh, this is the one with the stemmi. Yeah, this must be him walking up the street. And where'd he go? Ducked into a restaurant. Is that a McDonald's? He's running around behind McDonald's. Funny. That's it. Run on the road and get hit, you dumb idiot. He's under the bridge. Yeah, I gotta. Come out, wherever you are. that's a trip. Well, there's the police car. Now they got a different angle on him. Or no, I see what they're doing. See, if you look away, he's back over at the restaurant. Huh. He has people that does hosting. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm just going to have to. Okay, somebody's parked under the bridge, or is that just waiting for the light? Apparently he's over in this restaurant because they got cops parked over there and they're walking around the perimeter. Got one police SUV. Trying to see what restaurant that is. I don't know if that's a McDonald's or not. Or what that is, because I thought that was a menu, but there's no driveway. Hi, Just Me. Welcome. This place has turned into the land of the trolls tonight. We may have gotten rid of them for a while. Finally getting some wrenches in here. Alright, now we got the flare zooming in. Still circling around now. Cops got the flashlights out. Whiskey cigar, 420. Boy, a hell of a way to make a living, I'll tell you. Probably makes more than a helicopter pilot. Whack-a-troll. Oh, there's the barn full of pot. This guy knows how to live. Jeez. Oh, that's all right, just me. You know, that's one of these things. Got into, I don't know if you came in time to see this or not. This is how I started the show tonight. I pretty well come to the conclusion that Timmy Hoffa rather, is pushing daisies somewhere, or he's fish food. Damn. Look at all that pot. Got a hell of a flower garden there, dude. Jesus Christ. Well, the chair looked comfortable. This one here, I got to get another chair. Oh, here we got a container truck. Is he in? Oh. He's in behind the air dam of that truck, I bet. I used to drive one of these things. I'd haul containers from the port of Miami all over the state of Florida. Didn't pay worth a crap. And as a matter of fact, I think I've driven, that's a Peterbilt. Yeah, I've driven Peterbilts before. Hey. He's got his four ways on. That's weird. Oh. Alright, the truck is going into... Looks like he's going into the port of Los Angeles. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, he was behind the ferry. Dum, 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 dum. They must have seen him jump on the truck. Yeah, Kenworth is a good truck. I've driven Kenworth a lot. When I drove for CNR England, I drove a Kenworth. God, that was a big cab. It's out in Utah, you can stretch those things out. Oh, that had a hell of a wheelbase. But driving that thing in Manhattan, what a ball buster. Boom! Down for the count. He's going to feel that. Get that damn tree out of the way. Jeez. Yeah. Suspect in custody. And we're going to have to do a front end alignment on a police car. God. AU Rental. Well, they got free advertising. Well, there goes the chair. Dum da dum dum da dum da dum. Ooh, wow. All right, that's tough to hear. Hmm. Yeah, we got a similar situation up here in Orange County. The EMTs for Orange County, they are ambulances, but depending on the call, they will bring in a private ambulance. I think they use the Orange County Fire as a triage, and then once they get the patient stabilized, they'll switch them over to a private ambulance. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to set my scanner up. Well, I'm glad somebody was able to rescue you before something bad happened. That has to be an unimaginable experience. Donated through Super Chat. Jealous of that one. So I said these guys that do police chases, do animals, they get more people than this place does. Sometimes I think I ought to switch over to a bird feeder camera or something. Oh, okay. Well, congratulations. Okay, we're 12 and a half minutes into this episode. Showing his pot field again. That was wild. That guy jumped off the between the... That's a bad place to be riding in a truck. Yeah, that's showing off the buds. All right. They also have there's a guy that he live streams from the port of Miami, and he does all the boat stuff, cruising into the boat piers. Oh wow! I used to haul Hershey bars when I was a CR England. Took them from Hershey, Pennsylvania, back to Salt Lake City, and then they interlined, and the load continued out west. And then I hauled a load of M&Ms. That sucker, M&Ms are heavy. Jeez. Wow. Well, glad you got rescued. Jesus. Okay, that's slick. Pursuit of street, live motorcycle chase. Jeez. Yeah, he does a lot of good stuff. Wow. See, just sort of... Yeah, 969 subscribers. Boy, I took a hell of a hit. Wow. Oh, well. Well, let's see. It looks like Montagraph is live. Let's see what's going on over there. Oh, where's the cursor? Broken states go to other countries. Okay. And let's see, he's got 730 watching. Good grief. Good going, Monty. He's no wonder. Everybody's over at Monty's. No wonder. Oh my God! I figure Saturday's the only day I can live stream, so I got to compete with Monty. Corblin. Oh, I'm very familiar with Corblin. 18. Wow. Okay, looks like we're going to be officially 11 days of the blackout here in half an hour. Okay, let's see what he got here. I just read your message, Don. 4 kids, not 5. I envy you, kid. Jeez. Wow. Busy day in California. Well, that ought to be interesting. Levi, you can take over the helm on those two. Because I just gonna change my format and get away from that crap. Yeah, I wish he would. I need all the help I can get. Because 100 would, 100 subs would be enough to get me over the hump. And if I could sustain that level, then I'd be fine. It's getting a level and sustaining it that's the problem at the moment. Yeah, Levi, I'm looking forward to your channel. Yeah, I got the exact same chair. The old air station. Yes, it can be a pain depending on what you're doing. Um, basically, my studio, if you could call it that, is basically a cordoned off room in my living room. I put up the green screen in the background, and that pretty well does it. Yeah. And of course, the trolls would love to know what's behind the green screen, but that ain't happening. Yeah, but I am going to be curious, Levi, to see how you do it, because you always look to see how the other guy does things to see if there's anything you can learn from it. But it's funny. It's like these mobile-thons that I do during the day. It takes me 20 minutes to narrate and 4 hours on average to edit and upload it. It's a lot of work involved in editing these shows. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm just checking for the latest developments here with something. I'm going to hold off on that for now. I'll keep going back there. There we go. Mm-hmm. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do, people, is I'm going to call it a night. I've got the beginning of my heavy schedule tomorrow. So, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe, try to get your friends to subscribe, see if we can't get this thing back up over 1,000 and sustain it. I know the haters would love to see me off the air, but, we can prevent that from happening and show them who's boss. They should be happy that I'm not going to talk about them anymore. Unless one of them gets arrested, they find a body or some other nonsense. It's hard to say what's going to happen. But I'm going to probably do something tomorrow about some of these orbiters that are up. If not, if I can't if I can't get anything done, there may not be a Mobile-thon tomorrow. I'm going to see how things work out. I've got kind of a weird schedule this week. And so I just got to work things in as best I can. I do have a life outside the internet, and it takes up a lot of my time. So we'll go from there. So I do appreciate everybody checking in. I hope you all have a good what's left of the weekend. And until the next time we meet, this is William K. Murtaugh, Mert Witness 1. Have a good one. Good night, all.